Hi, I'm Martin from Bosch Power Tools, and today I'm here with UK Planet Tools in Milton Keynes, where we're going to be taking a closer look at the Bosch 18V Biturbo range, offering you corded power on a cordless platform. Let's take a closer look at the range. This is the Bosch GSB 18V-150C Combi Drill. The machine itself, very small in size, even though it can deliver such huge torque capacities, the machine is still pretty much easy enough to get into any tight confined workspace. The machine offers 150 Newton meters of torque, which is more or less one of the most powerful combi drills available on the market today. If we look at the front of the machine, first of all we have a 13mm single sleeve chuck. This allows the jaws to open from 1.5mm all the way up to 13mm. It's metal and robust. When we move to the back of the chuck, we've then got 25 individual torque settings. So the bigger the screw, the higher torque setting required on the front of the machine. When we come to the back of the torque settings, we've then got the three functions of the machine. So we've got first function, which is rotary drilling, which we would use for metal drilling applications. The second function is our screw driving function, which allows us to drive longer screws with increased torque. And then we also have the hammer function for when we're drilling into things like masonry. Behind that, we also have a 2-speed selector. Okay, setting 1 is high speed, setting 2 is high torque. The machine is usually supplied with either 5.5 amp hour batteries or 8 amp hour batteries if you don't buy the bare unit. When it comes to fitting the battery, we just slide it into the base of the machine. And then we've also got some extra features which we can find on top of the battery. The first feature we can find here is the KickBack stop. Now the KickBack stop can be turned on and off. Okay, the KickBack stop is more or less an electronic clutch. So when we're actually driving with the machine, if the drill bit actually snags, the machine will sense that straight away and set off this anti-kickback. Once the anti-kickback's been engaged, you'll see this flashing light on top of the battery. All you need to do is release the trigger and that'll take that away and you can start the application again. The reason for the electronic kickback is to protect the user. So it's basically not only a mechanical clutch inside the machine, but there's also an electronic clutch, which will kick in instantly to protect the user. Other features you'll find on the machine is something called an inclinometer. So if we want to set the machine to drill, say, on any things like roofing timbers, where we need to drill in at, say, maybe 45 or 60 degrees, then we can actually pre-select this on the machine. So at the top of the machine here, I can press this button. It now says 45 degrees. There's an orange flashing light on the top of the machine. Once that orange flashing light goes out, it means the machine's calibrated. And now when I tip the machine forward, when the machine gets to 45 degrees, I get the green light on the top of the unit. That means now I can now drive screws in at 45 degrees. I can also increase that to 60 degrees by pressing the button a second time. Just give it 1 second to calibrate. Once the orange light's gone out, I can now tip the machine forward, and when it gets to 60 degrees, the green light will come on, and now I'm safe to drill at 60 degrees. There's also a third setting on this button, which basically takes me to the app, and this is where I can actually put preset angles of my own in. So if I don't want to work outside of 45 and 60, I can actually predetermine that angle. The machine is warranted for 3 years. It delivers up to 150 Newton meters of torque. Because it delivers that amount of torque, not only do we have the actual electronic clutch, but we also have the auxiliary handle supplied with it. To fit the auxiliary handle, we simply slide it across the top of the machine, behind the torque setting ring, and then we can increase the tension on that handle via the twist grip here. Now, 150 Newton meters of torque coming from a combi drill, we're more or less into the impact driver realms there. So a lot of impact drivers start around about 135 Newton meters. This is a combi drill starting at 150 Newton meters. This can drive wood bits up to 150 millimeters. It can drill up to 16 millimeters into steel. It really is the heavy duty combi for those heavy duty applications required on site. And that is the GSB 18V-150C. For more information on the Bosch Biturbo range, please visit boschprofessionalpowertools.com. For deals and offers, please visit UK Planet Tools, where you can find more information on both their website and their social media channels. Thank you.